in a really long time. I didn't finish any young adult in the month, but I am currently reading several. I just didn't finish any of them. I did finish a bunch of sci-fi and other related type works though. Perdition Dread Chronicles Book 1 by Anne Aguirre. This is a space opera. This was one of my book club books for August. I liked this one. I wasn't a big fan of the other adult book I've read by Anne Aguirre, which was Grim Space, but I really liked her young adult book I read, Enclave. So I picked this one up thinking it could go either way. And I really liked the world building. It's this old spaceship that's been converted into a prison for the worst criminals, and they're just kind of left there to do what they may, kill each other, rot in space, essentially. And it's about the various factions that arise and the wars they have. It's pretty interesting, good sci-fi. Some classify it as a romance, but the romance here is really minimal. And if it was written by a guy, it probably wouldn't even been classified as a romance. Anyway, if you like space opera sci-fi, it was really good. Wolf in White Van by John Darnielle. We read this as a second book for book club in August, as it's really short. It's only like 208 pages, so it was an easy add-on to the book we were reading before, which was Perdition. It's contemporary fiction. Some people say it's sci-fi, and it definitely feels sci-fi, but technically I don't think there's really anything in it that would classify it as sci-fi. This is about a guy who runs a text-based role-playing game that you have to play via letter, and then these two kids decide to act out the moves in real life to disastrous results. I really liked the first half of this book. It was super fascinating. I felt the last half, though, didn't quite live up to the potential of the first half. But I still think it had some interesting things to say about intention and motivations and our search for meaning. Starshine by G.S. Jensen. This is a space opera. Not sure where I found this one. It's only got 700 or so ratings on Goodreads, so it's definitely a little known book, and it's by a first-time author. It's a big story with a lot of different storylines woven together, but they are all ultimately related. It's really a political space epic with a dash of romance, but the main focus is definitely the political part. You've got this war brewing between two human spacefaring empires, and this is blinding them to an even bigger threat. It was actually pretty good. I'm really impressed with this one. I will eventually pick up the second book. Okay, this is technically sci-fi, and it's also the next book in my ridiculous titles project, and another one that was recommended to me by Amanda. It's Just in Time Cowboy. It's about this mining expert who gets transported to the Old West, and this cowboy she meets. And apparently he's too stupid to be able to tell the difference between fool's gold and real gold. Heck, even I can tell the difference between fool's gold and real gold. Though I did get a kick when I was a kid, convincing my cousins that they just hit it rich. Good times growing up near old mining ghost towns. Anyway, so she helps him with his mine, and there's some ancient prophecy from a local Native American tribe. I know, the premise. And the execution is really poor on this one, and the female lead was extremely annoying. So yeah, this was not a win. Carpe Jugulum, book 23 in Terry Pratchett's Discworld, and it was read in honor of his passing. This is his satire on the vampire genre, and this is also the last book he wrote about the witches of Lancre, in which King Varence ill-advisedly invites vampires from Uberworld to his baby daughter's christening. It's not the most captivating of the Discworld series, but I have a soft spot for the witches, and I'm a little sad to see them go. Granny Weatherwax for the win! After this, I think I have only 7 of the full-length Discworld books I haven't read. I've been kind of reading them all out of order, but I will read them all. Okay, on to currently reading. On the YA front, I am reading Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I'm really liking the writing style of this one. It's not a writing style I've encountered in YA before, so I'm kind of soaking it in. I'm also reading Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins. I'm going a little bit slower than when I read the first 2 books. I just feel like something horrible and sad is about to happen, because so far there's been very little conflict in the story, so I'm kind of inching along, tensed for the other shoe to fall. Should I be nervous, or am I being totally ridiculous?